she was listed as the most despised person, foreign, music, action. Harry was set up as the fall guy. Hello to all of you. Welcome to the Queen News YouTube channel, hosted by Kate Middleton. Apparently, a Newsweek poll puts Meghan's popularity rating at a -2, so it's just another day, another sickening news about Meghan Markle making the headlines. How in the heck is she going to handle being among the most detested individuals on the planet, really? Alright, pals, don't worry. That will come up a little later in the movie, but for now, I want to take a moment to discuss the remarks that you people made under the section titled Nigerians Are. Let's hear from those of you who were incensed by Meghan's falsehood regarding her 43rd origin. To begin with, a few of you pointed out rather well that Joanna Holland claims that there are 250 distinct ethnic groupings in Nigeria, thus it was absurd for Meghan to even mention that. Unfortunately, Meghan Markle isn't interested enough in learning more about her family history. It's accurate. Really, who does Meghan think she is pretending to be a homogeneous nation from Nigeria? Since it consists of so many diverse individuals, it isn't. Really, what was she even discussing? I really appreciate you bringing up this crucial subject. Johanna, and after that Linda Harris made a truly thought-provoking remark. Check out the cast interview for Suits. As the sole multiracial member of the cast, the actress whose mixed identity was universally known was questioned about it. While she listened, Meghan Markle remained silent and refused to acknowledge it. It's also quite telling that she was biracial. Would you not answer, yes, Linda, I would agree with you? Before she started dating Harry, Meghan Markle didn't give a damn about her mixed race. After that, she took use of it to disparage his family. That's it, Linda, and I appreciate you telling me about the Suits cast interview. Nigeria is a country, not a race, as you and Lori Merrill, I believe, though I've never seen it. You are correct, it appears like Meghan is unaware of that. Let us now hear from Krista. Krista says, I'm an American who had a cousin that was a Marine killed in Iraq along with his squad by a roadside bomb. I just cannot help but to still be enraged that woman kept sticking herself in marching lines with selfless brave soldiers. Shame on everyone who let that happen. Also for her to be in front of the UK soldiers, a country that she has done nothing but insult, a country whose people provided her with all the desires one could ever want, and have a country whose king and queen treated her with love and respect, and she had and has continued to insult, disrespect and mock their traditions. We all need to write letters to whoever runs Invictus and her PR agency to just let them know how sick and disgraceful all she pulled was. I feel like they need to hear this directly and not just in comments and review sections. This cannot continue to go on. Who in the hell even LED Salish approved her leading lines of soldiers, and how could Harry not have put his damn foot down with that? And not only that, but have himself behind Painter and in back of a line on top of it all. Disgrace. Apologies for the rant. I realize that I'm not the only one who feels this way, so I thought I could share it with all of you who share my feelings of love and support for you and your friends, Krista. We both agree that what Meghan did was completely unacceptable, and we think that people should write to Invictus and Meghan's PR representatives to express our feelings. What Meghan and Harry did was so egregious that it detracted from those courageous soldiers. That's who this was really about, but Meghan and Harry were obviously unconcerned about it. Once again, I appreciate your feedback, Krista. I can appreciate your rage because we share those feelings, and Krista, if you scroll down under your remark, you'll see a ton of others that share your viewpoint. Both Dorothy and Sue Clark have agreed with you, stating that it seems as though she deliberately marched in front of the UK soldiers to offend them. It takes a lot of guts for her to stand with the British soldiers when she has been so disrespectful and unpleasant to the royal family in the UK. Harry, to let her do that and sideline him makes me shake my head. She had no business being at Invictus in the first place. Sue, you don't even need me to tell you that we feel exactly the same way. Their actions were quite repulsive, to say the least. Simply said, I'm happy that we can talk about anything they did on this channel and be open and sincere with one another. Simply said, I want everyone to know that their feelings of revulsion and wrath are entirely justified. Don't let anyone tell you that you are exaggerating because of what they did, and I'm relieved that there are still people in this world who can distinguish between right and wrong. So, I want to thank my pals for coming. A remark from Keep It Real follows, stating that DNA results never identify a nation, they might identify West Africa. She seemed to have claimed him. Alta, you are accurately stating that she previously claimed to be Maltese. However, I believe she later realized that it would be challenging to use her Maltese heritage as a weapon, so she changed her identity to Nigerian. She reasoned that this would be easier given the widespread issue of racism, which affects not only her but also other people. It appears that you all had a pleasant conversation about this topic. Sue Clark says, "That's a good point. That's a good point." Chuck then remarks that no blood from Alta. Dorothy responds, "Yes, she did." We then have in 8116 that she claimed her mother was 100% Jamaican. Clearly, this woman knows no boundaries. Then, we have to keep it real, pointing out that Meghan has a habit of lying, that there are a lot of lies out there that contradict each other, and that's the strange thing about her, that is, it seems like she doesn't even care. Finally, Chuck says, "I don't think Harry realizes that he isn't the spare those southern states, according to Janet, we're largely descended from West Africans, not Nigerians. She should display her DNA results. Naturally, we wouldn't show you 43 Nigeria, as someone else just mentioned. Because there are so many distinct tribes, that is impossible in the first place." Janet, you raise an excellent issue. Although you're correct, Janet, the majority of those individuals did not originate from Nigeria. It is true that Doria's forefathers were slaves in the American South. They weren't from that particular region of Africa, even if at the time it wasn't even called Nigeria. Regarding Janet's observation, I also liked Clover 1722's comment. She remarks, "I'm still not sure how she got 2 redheads. Do they also have blue eyes? Why did she do that?" We have been discussing this topic all the time, and since it doesn't make any sense at all, we are naturally unable to solve it.